Hey guys, how are you? Welcome. I am bringing you a general reading for the entire collective for the new moon in Pisces. So this is date and time specific. I'm recording this while we are in what is called the void of course moon. And all that means is that the moon, which is moving out of Aquarius as I am recording this, and heading towards Pisces, it's not gonna make contact with any other planet. So once the moon makes its last contact before it changes signs is called the void of course moon. Not a great time to launch something new. It's like a better time to be quiet and still. Not a lot of things come to fruition, so I'm not going to upload it until it moves out of the void of course moon, which is, I believe, like 3:53 p.m. Eastern time as I'm recording this. So that's why you might see it being uploaded a little bit late. Once it moves out of Aquarius and into Pisces, we'll be in the dark of the moon. And that's where it stays until the moon finally catches up with the sun. Isn't this fascinating? Come for the tarot, learn some astrology. I live for this stuff. So that's what's happening. And yeah, so this is a big new moon, guys. We are beginning a new lunation. It is a powerful closing out, though, of the past 2 months, especially with that. I know my voice is already getting shaky. The Mercury-Venus retrograde, where they were sort of doing a deep tango with Pluto for the past couple months, has been draining, exhausting, potentially for some of us, life-changing, in fact, on an emotional level, because, Venus working through with Pluto, she met up with him like 3 times and spent a lot of time with Pluto, is a deep dive, is the shadow side of our feelings around our worthiness of love. And then Mercury was along for the ride for some of it, which is how we think and perceive our belief systems, right, around our worthiness and of love, as well as how we give and receive love. So all of that's been happening for 2 months. Then Mars got in on the action a while ago, and now he and Mercury and Venus are hanging out just a little hop, skip, and a jump away from where the moon meets up with the sun. And here's the beauty of this whole lunation is 2 powerful planets. Neptune, which is Pisces ruling planet, and Jupiter are both going to be, so it's Pisces, Neptune, Jupiter, the sun and the moon, all in Pisces, right next to each other. And then just a little ways away, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. Got it? So lots of powerful energy being impacted in this lunation. It's a big one. As you know, new moons are about new starts. So I pulled out of the 2 Moonology decks the actual cards for new moon in Pisces. So I didn't randomly pick. This was intentional, but I figured it would be helpful. And this deck, her original Moonology deck, says meditate and contemplate new moon in Pisces. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry, right? There's a new start coming your way, and it's connected to whatever it is you've been working through for the past 2 months. It's actually 2+ months, really, since the end of November. So this situation, whatever it is, if you meditate on it and you contemplate it, right? That's contemplation. This is meditation. If you go there, you can tap into the fact that it's finally being healed. You may not see it. You may not be consciously aware of it. It has all been happening beneath the surface. That's the Pluto part of it. But you have to just trust and turn it over to the divine, right? And you have to know that something profound, some profound healing has taken place for you in terms of your thoughts and feelings about your worthiness of love and the giving and receiving of it. That's been the whole thing. Second card out of her other deck, this is a newer deck, new moon in Pisces, attuned to the divine, right? Pisces ruled by Neptune. This is divine love. This is our connection and the love of the divine. So really powerful energy here. And I got a little quote out of the guidebook that I'm going to read. I've got it right here. I'm reading word for word. So important. It says, wish hard for the essence of what you desire. I'm going to get to the essence part in a minute. Because the words of your soul and heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. Let me repeat. Wish hard for the essence of what you desire, because the words, Mercury, of your soul, Pisces, and heart, Venus, could help bring about, Mars, the manifestation, Jupiter, of your dreams, Neptune. They're all there. Got it? So really powerful. You can even write that down. Just rewind a little bit, write that down, and use it as a mantra. Because the whole point of this is the more you believe that all is well, the more all will be well for you. And the best way you can do that is to wish hard for the essence of what it is you desire. Essence is another word for feeling. The feelings of what you desire. So I'm going to give you some examples. So you might desire respect. So what's the essence of respect feel like to you? You might want consideration of your feelings. How would that feel? What's the essence of consideration? How might that feel in your body? How might it change your outlook, right? Or maybe it's partnership. Right? A Six of Pentacles moment, an equal give and take. So let go of your attachment to the person and dive deep into the essence of the feelings that you desire. I know it's good. It's not easy, but it's good. And some of you have come into the comments lately saying that you wish you were a better manifester. The moons are your key. It's all right there. It's guiding you to get your focus together. And, I'll be bringing some more stuff online soon with regard to manifesting using the moon cycles. But please know that's why I do the new and full moon readings. That's why I do them, to help you get a handle on the energies coming through so you can, for the new moons, set your intentions, your wishes, and desires, and for the full moon, you know where to go to dig deep for release and surrender and gratitude. Got it? Okay. Whew, that was powerful. I know. So wish hard for the essence of what you desire. The more you believe it's all going to be well, the more it will all be well for you. You've processed a lot has been healed. You may not even realize it. So meditate and contemplate on that. It's going to be okay. I know. So let me go ahead and I'll do the spread. You all have been, I did it for the full moon in Leo, and then I did it for the last series of readings. So I'm going to do it this one last time here because you all seem to really enjoy it, which is great. So I'll pull the cards. This is for everyone watching. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, all signs. Nice. Oh my goodness. Where's my tissue? I'm feeling it. Yes, manifestation. Okay. What's on the bottom is the Page of Wands. Now, the Page of Wands, for the purposes of this is sort of like the overall energy. I'm just going to say at this moment, I feel the Page of Wands could be that initiation of some form of communication. It could be just like that little strike of the match, right? Something kind of pops off with a little bit of enthusiasm and passion and excitement. But I'm not seeing it as a person. I'm seeing it as an energy. So I'm going to say this is those of you watching, and this is your divine counterpart. Doesn't matter what the sign is. Doesn't matter masculine, feminine. I'm going to say that so that I can have a structure for the reading As always, feel free to flip it around. If you over-identify with this sign, don't rage against the machine. Just claim it and move on, okay? This person is showing up here, Queen of Wands energy. This, to me, is either their own confidence level or their preoccupation with the object of their desire, right? That you would essentially, in that case, be the Queen of Wands. I'm saying that because the present experience is the Lovers. It's a choice. They're choosing this connection energetically at the present moment. They may be either really super confident about it if they are coming through as the Queen of Wands, and gender doesn't matter, as you know. Or they may just be choosing the object of their desire. So great. In the past, justice. So for this person, there could be some, personal accountability or something that was out of balance that needed to sort of be integrated first. The Justice card to me is balance and fairness, but it's also a card of integration, and it's also a card of accountability. And sometimes when someone is not really fully accountable, things get thrown out of whack and out of balance. But I feel like they're choosing to restore that balance, because then I see the Ace of Cups going forward. So they know you are the one. It's clear that's what they're moving toward. I will clarify, and that can change things, but it looks overall very positive to me. Over here, Nine of Pentacles, there you are. Just out there living your best life. I love when she comes through because it is, to me, very grounded, very empowered energy. This is no victim. This is someone who doesn't really have the time to suffer fools. The lovely thing about the Nine of Pentacles is she is a manifester, and there it is, the Magician, right? So manifesting that which you desire may involve this partner, because her only thing that she doesn't have is a love that stays. So that is the unfortunate tale of the Nine of Pentacles. But I feel like you're manifesting that one thing that you really want most of all, which is the love. In the past, Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, yeah, it can be confusion. It can be emotional overwhelm. I'm not seeing it that way right now, that we'll know in clarifiers. I'm seeing it as a little bit of like dreaming, right? The Seven of Cups, when you see the traditional tarot, it's got the guy looking at a wall of 7 cups filled with crazy stuff, and he's kind of got his back to us, and you can tell just by the way his hands are, that he's got his finger on his chin, and he's sort of taking it all in and realizing like, oh, what am I going to choose? I've got so many options. And then it's kind of a card of dreaming, right? And fantasy a little bit. So that's how it's coming through for me. And then going forward, Queen of Swords, getting very focused. And now the Queen of Swords is about to say to this person, you say I am your person. You say I'm the love of your life. Okay. Let's get clear on some stuff, right? Because if there was some mixed messages or confusion or something that didn't sort of materialize, that was a result of things being out of balance, you may need to get very clear on that. Truth seeker, truth teller is the Queen of Swords. So I kind of like that you get cerebral after a phase of maybe some having to sort through a lot of emotional situations very quickly, and maybe needing to kind of fantasize about the potential outcome. Does that make sense? I'm not saying like delusional. I'm saying like, gee, in my heart of hearts, like what would I manifest if I could wish hard for the essence of what it is I desire? What would that be? Well, you kind of got to get lost in the moment for a moment, got to get lost in the moment for a moment. But then when you come out on the other side, you do want to be very clear. You don't want to be in any state of, confusion, delusions of grandeur, or anything. So I like that we end with the Queen of Swords there. Okay, so let me go ahead and clarify this. I love the 2 major arcana right in the present energy, Lovers and the Magician. Really nice. Yes, this person is calling you in for a fresh start, new beginning. Oh my gosh. Wow. Queen of Wands, Three of Wands, the World, the Ace of Wands. They want you. They want this connection, endings and new beginnings. They want to close out an old cycle. We've got that Three of Wands here is a card of manifestation. They're making the choice and then they're calling you in. So in this case, I feel you are the Queen of Wands, whoever is over here. And they're sort of fixated on it. And their passion for you is driving their behavior. Very nice. Justice in the past. Yes. So it's probably more the integration that I was speaking of. Justice, Ten of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Knight of Cups underneath. So I'm feeling like the worry, you have to remember, for those who are new, welcome. The card underneath the deck, when I pull from the bottom of the deck, is what's going on behind the scenes. Even within one's mind. So it's kind of coming up from the psyche or the unconscious energy. So what's all the anxiety about? Well, I wanna be emotionally open. I'm having a moment where I feel I might want to be vulnerable. But I'm not sensing the balance here, right? I've got more to integrate, wanting this happiness, the happily ever after of the Ten of Cups. And the anxiety is coming from, I know I have to take a step. I have to make an offer. The Knights make offers, their movement. And I feel as if this person was really trying to sort of get everything in balance, integrate everything before they took that step. And they may have been caught in a cycle of like that loop in your brain where you just kind of repeat because you're not really sure how to make something happen. The processing that goes on, especially in our sleep states, right? But it was about this step that they would take, Knight of Cups, coming to you with emotional vulnerability was not going to be easy for this person. Here they are, Lover's card, choosing it. Choosing the connection. Yes, King of Cups. From their heart, emotionally available. Reconciliation, Six of Wands, and the Fool. Oh my God. Like, seriously. Yeah. This is their triumphant return for sure. Taking that leap of faith. They know you belong together. Here is their emotional availability coming in, the Six of Wands, making peace. If something needs to be reconciled, that would come under the purview of the Six of Wands. If not, it's just a triumphant homecoming. Whatever struggle this person has had heretofore is resolved, and they're going to take that leap and come and tell you all about it. I like that. I feel like it's very exciting energy. Whoever this is speaking about, they've really turned a huge corner. Ace of Cups. Nine of Cups. Two of Pentacles. The Wheel. All right, so now we hit a little bit of a hiccup. Not a big one, no big deal. Because I feel like they're sort of going to wait for the response in a way. Ace of Cups, the love of a lifetime, the gift of love and abundance from Spirit. And the Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. That's great. But it can also be a little bit of a touch, just a smidge of complacency. If you look at him, he's sitting there, he's quite content, arms across his chest, seated, so not taking any kind of action. I got nine cups. Who needs 10? Well, you all need 10, right? So there is a little bit of a moment of complacency, and I say that because the next card out is the Two of Pentacles. They're stalling for time. I know. The Two of Pentacles is sort of like, I don't really know what's going on over there. It's sort of weighing realities on the ground, trying to get one's bearings. You know, it can be indecision, but I'm not seeing it that way in the spread. I'm seeing it as stalling for time because underneath is the Wheel. If it's meant to be, it'll be, says this person energetically going forward. So they'll recognize the Ace of Cups for what it is. They'll be very happy about that, but they may not take action right away. We know we have this Nine of Cups who was stalled out in the past due to anxiety. I'm seeing action, action, action right now. But going forward, there's like this moment where they're kind of like, it's not that they're torn of whether or not they want the connection. They're not torn about that. They're torn about, it's not even a good word to use. They're in contemplation, Two of Pentacles, of all the possibilities, right? Everything up in the air. What's going on over there? If it's meant to be, it'll be. So I do feel like they will sense when the power of the Ace of Cups hits them, which is coming up very soon. I'm saying that because I see lots of fast moving energy here. Air, fire, air. So, you know, quick moving. I feel like they kind of stop for a minute. Like, wait a minute. How will this even be received is the question I hear coming in. And with the Wheel of Fortune underneath, it's almost like they're saying, you know, if it's fate, it's fate. If it's destiny, it's destiny. So they may kind of wait to hear from you. Does that make sense? Okay. Nine of Pentacles. And maybe if not hear from you, observe in some fashion, like what's going on with you. I don't see the Page of Swords here. That would have been a dead giveaway, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it somewhere. Oh, here we are, right? Feeling all stuck. Wanting to take that first step in a new direction, Nine of Pentacles, and overthinking because we've got fresh memory, body memory, emotional body memory of the last tower. So tower is not happening. It's underneath. So it's in the psyche. It's in the unconscious awareness. It's why you'll be stuck. Eight of Swords. It's why you'll go right here. Let me think my way through this. You cannot think your way through this. You have to feel your way through it. She has to step into that puddle to walk through all the swords that surround her. None are in her way. None are touching her. But because she's blindfolded and bound here, even though lightly, loosely bound, she's not sure of her next best step. It's into the puddle. So that's my word of wisdom. Yes, the tower happened. It's in, you know, it's kind of showing up a little PTSD-ish because that Eight of Swords, it's like, I don't want, you know, I don't want to go back there. But the other part of you is feeling very confident and very empowered and ready to take that first step in a new direction. But I kind of feel like you get in your own way. Or at least that's how it's seeming right now. Hopefully this reading will help you shift that out of the way. Seven of Cups in the past. Yeah. Well, there's the King. So now we have the King and Queen of Wands. Could be third party energy here. Seven of Cups. Emotional confusion. I know I talked about dreaminess and fantasy before. It's not coming through that way. I mean, a little bit because you're not giving up. You were not giving up on this King of Wands. So now we have, as I said, the King and Queen. There's a lot of chemistry here, a lot of passion here. And even though you might have been confused or receiving mixed messages because Three of Cups underneath, I get the impression that you still didn't give up. Nine of Wands, perseverance. But that tower moment for some of you could be about the Three of Cups. Magician right now. This is everybody in their intention setting, new moon manifestation mode. Yes, calling in. Calling in. Oh, my goodness. This is really, really powerful. All right. So I'm having a moment here because I'm seeing the Magician with the King of Pentacles. This is manifesting the one who comes and stays, right? Nine of Pentacles. I want the life partner. I want someone who has my back, who shows up in 3D and stays here. So that's part of it. But then we have the Devil. And I'm going to be honest, I feel it's just a tiny bit obsessive. Because it's in the exact alignment with the Eight of Swords. So these two cards together can be obsession. It's just what's coming through. So for some of you, it could just be that you kind of have your heels dug in on what you want and how you want it to be. And that's part of the whole, you know, oracle that I did and the little explanation about new moon energy and what's happening with this particular lunation. But in any case, you must let go of your grip on your expectations. Got it? This could be a problem. And what are you obsessing about? You want them to return. You want them to return, but you don't want them to go right out the back door, which is the pattern of the Knight of Wands. What you want is you want them to come and stay. But again, hear what I'm saying with the what you want and the ideal that is attached so much to this person is probably going to impact your manifestation. So now that you know that, I've given you a hint about it, you can work on getting that devil under control. We all do it. I mean, it's not a bad thing. The devil sometimes is just that determination, fierce determination. I see a thing, I want a thing, I know exactly how I want it to show up, in what way, at what time, doing this, that, and the other thing that are different from what they did, that, this, and that before. Do you see what I'm saying? It's too controlled. Let it go. Let it go. Focus on the essence. Focus on the essence of what you desire, the essence, the feelings around it. Okay, instead of the actual checklist, if that makes sense. So Queen of Swords. Yes, Two of Cups, Eight of Wands, the communication, Queen of Swords again. And on the bottom is the Magician. Woohoo, yay, Magician. So we know we're manifesting something. This is definitely, this little Page of Wands is about an initiation of communication. I feel it's coming in between the two of you. I don't know who's going to initiate it. It looks like this person is kind of in a holding pattern. I'm not sure of how you would receive any communication, but nevertheless, there it is, bookended by the Queen of Swords. You know what that's telling you? It's telling you check your emotions at the door. The Queen of Swords definitely has a heart. In this deck, you can see how her hand is extended. In some decks, she's surrounded by roses. This is not a non-feeling queen, but she is more cerebral, more practical. Shows up to a conversation non-emotional. Just the facts, ma'am. Let's have a conversation about this connection and where it is headed. I have questions, right? Truth seeker, truth teller. Ask me anything you want. It's just a nice, easy exchange of dialogue when the Queen of Swords shows up. Yeah, I mean, you're on a fact-finding mission because you certainly don't want to go back to the scene of the crime, nor do you want to waste your time. Nine of Pentacles, right? You've already got good things going on for yourself. So I'm feeling all that. I know you want the King of Pentacles. You just have to really guard against that got my heels dug in, stubborn, fiercely determined part of the devil energy to the point where it overshadows all the possibilities of what could be put on your path in this connection or any other. Got it? Okay, so I'm going to tell you who showed up. For the extended, I'm now going to pull the two of you together. I'm going to get a message from this person here, a message from this person here, in case you've reversed it. You'll need to do the same. So what that means is, what are you trying to communicate to each other? What do you want each other to know? What is being energetically exchanged at 5D? Then I'm going to pull for the two of you together. We'll look at your relationship. And a message for you from Spirit that will come through as some sort of advice or guidance, the hidden energies, what's going on behind the scenes that you don't know but might want to, and where this connection is headed, potential outcome going forward. So that, again, it's all for the general collective, Twin Flame Collective. So the link's below. I'll see you there. But before I go, let me tell you who showed up. We have a King and Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag. The World is Aquarius and Capricorn. Justice is Libra. Lovers is Gemini. King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Aquarius and the Fool. Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarian energy. It's really a card of Jupiter. Tower is Aries. Mars, really. We've got the Magician is Virgo and Gemini, that's a card of Mercury. King of Pentacles can be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. The Devil is Capricorn. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. And the double hit of the Queen of Swords can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So, really powerful moon. Start coming up with your wishes, the essence, write it out. I write it all by hand. I don't type it out. I want to kind of get it from, you know, my hand through my arm into my brain and my heart and back down. Does that make sense? And start with the feelings of things and see where it takes you. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there. Also, just so you know, it is not, if you're in the channel membership, it's part of the membership. Just want to let you know that. Okay? Much love. See you. Have a wonderful new moon. Bye for now.